Hello, everyone. Welcome back to game number 3 of Week 8 between TSB, it's the Silverbacks, versus Imperial Gaming. After a great game 1, where the Imperial Gaming got their first one of the season, game number 2 is a complete stomp by the side of the Silverbacks, and we're going down to game number 3, where we'll get the winner of the series. And I'm very excited for it. I hope it's a middle between the two games,
Mhm,
honestly, or at least like the same caliber as game number 1. I'd be a little sad if I see another stomp, but
mhm.
I'm excited to see this draft that we got going on. What are your thoughts, Adagio, going in? Any bands you want to see, not want to see?
Well, I'm with you. I want to see like a solid mirror of the first game, and as we see coming in with the first pick, it's the Lord Major Admiral of the Noxian Second Legion's Forward Artillery Cavalry Multiplication, also known as CLED. Something you don't see a whole lot anymore, um, but it should be a very fun pick coming in. Um, But no, I'm hoping for a game like game one. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun to cast. And I really just like those team fight type games that you get to watch.
Well, it doesn't. No one really yells team fight like a fiddlesticks. So like that is very interesting. Oh, okay, so it is a Morgana mid, which does make sense. I
No
was
one
really hoping.
quite
You got me
yells like
excited. You
Fiddlesticks.
got me excited for Bard Top.
Oh, dude, I would have loved it. Yeah, I saw it was just a random YouTube video as I was scrolling through my feed earlier today. That Bard Top is actually popping right now.
So yeah, we got a couple of bands. They banned Oriana and Syndra in the second round, which is oh yeah, sorry. These I was like, why did they ban that when they know Akali? But in the order of how the actual draft phase went down, the Silverbacks had not yet picked a mid laner, so they banned out Oriana and Syndra, and then Akali got locked in on B4. So it's a nice safe blind pick. I'm not 100% sure if Morgana's really a counter pick to it because I understand if you can hit the binding, but what I think you're gonna see is if she goes into her shroud near you, you just press your own R, like the soul shackles on Morgana. Oh yeah, because soul shackles on Morgana reveal Akali if she's in her shroud.
Gotcha.
So it actually might be like a five head pick.
hmm Well, so looking at looking at the team comps coming in so far, you're gonna have a really hard engage on the side of the Silverbacks. They move very quick, as one would say, with Hecarim and Kled, and then Hecarim with the Ghost as well. They're fast boys on the side of Silverbacks. Um, but at the same time, Imperial Gaming does have a few tools that can kind of negate that. With the exception of Kled's ult, and if Hecarim actually pops his ult, Fiddlesticks Arc does have the ability just to counter at least some of the engage because he can just fear coming from out of vision the entire team. But yeah, looks like a fun game so far.
I'm excited for this game because yes, like you said, there are disengage options from the side of Imperial Gaming with the Terrify from Fiddlesticks. Like, yeah, I can't stop the ultimate from Kled or the Onslaught of Shadows from Hecarim. But if Hecarim's like running right at them and he doesn't use his ultimate, he can actually just fear him away.
hmm
My fear is that last game, the Silverbacks had a comp that was like it had like an Oriana and it had a Zaya were like the main threats
hmm
basically of the comp. Yeah, they had Graves and stuff. They had other damage, but the main threats were Oriana and Zaya, and they still hard stomped the game. In this game, what they've done is they added more damage, where Hecarim can like cause a lot more disruption in a team fight, and Kled can be absolutely disgusting in a team fight.
hmm
But I'm excited. They Morgana Black Shield's going to be interesting too. I want to see like Fiddlesticks doesn't get really annoying unless either A wildly ahead or B he is or like it becomes late game because like an 0 and 10 Fiddlesticks can still like land a 5-man fear in a late game team fight.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But honestly, looking at the teams, IG really only has one solid damage threat, unless Fiddlesticks gets like super far ahead and it can just destroy people with his ultimate. But with that being said, I am worried for Astral being such an immobile champion as he is with Hecarim's unstoppable force and Lord Major Admiral of the Noxian Second Legion's Forward Artillery Cavalry multiplications ultimate coming in. It's going to be hard for him to dodge everything.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough. And in the terms of the pick and ban order, Jin was picked. Jin was picked when they did see Kled. So you can't just be like, oh, we picked Jin, and then it's like, oh, they're like, well, let's have some backline out Kled Hecarim. They saw the Kled. They didn't see the Hecarim yet. They saw Kled, and they said, like, Jin's fine, because I think they had Morgana maybe in their back pocket. And it's like, okay, well, then his Bear Trap on a rope and his knockout from his ultimate won't CC you. And then you can still, like, free fire in a way. But yeah, unless that like you are right. Jin is most likely like unless Fiddlesticks is wildly ahead, like Jin is the most reliable carry on the side of Imperial Gaming, and it might be a little difficult for them because of the high back. Because like even outside of Kled and Kled Hecarim, they're still in Akali, and we saw Veriv in the first game. Just he would do anything to get onto that misfortune. Like he was diving on, like, any second he had the opportunity, he was diving into the back line. And so Jin's gonna have a horrible time is what my guess would be.
Oh yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not sure how the interactions
You're never wrong.
work. Oh, thank you. But let's just get the regular CC out of the way. There are two unstoppable hard engages on the side of Silverbacks, being Hecarim and Lord Major Admiral of Noxian's Second Legion, cavalry or artillery cavalry multiplication, his ultimate. So that's going to be hard to kind of peel for on the side of the Jin, because you have some CC on the side of IG, but nothing stops the unstoppable. My question is, though, how does Bard's ultimate interact with these other two ultimates?
I was just about to say, I think Bard ultimate might, if it's really hard to land, but I think he could stop. I think he could stop both of them. I could be wrong. Like I could see it going either way.
Yeah. Okay, for sure. Well, something we'll look out for then.
But like the stasis effect is really interesting. I know Fiora can parry the stasis effect, so I'd probably say that it wouldn't stop. Like it wouldn't stop the Kled or the Hecarim.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, and honestly, parry is just probably one of the most broken abilities in the game, along with Graves' smoke screen. Just because, oh my god, what is?
Bard just face check. We're gonna have a party. There's the Dark Binding landing in on the derivative right there. To Cosmic Binding hitting two people. It's just an all-out bloodbath. Does refer, has to flash out, blow it right away. First blood going over to the Jin. Guardian, absolutely clutch. Watch out for the Kled. He's gonna remount in a second. Slowed has to use his ghost to speed up. Actually, it's a 1-for-1 so far. Pizza Rolls full HP. Doesn't have flash. It looks like that's gonna be it. Kind of a letdown. I was expecting a full-on 5v5 bloodbath.
Wow, that was quite the maneuvering.
Let's see. Akali died. Seals and Verevnev died.
Yeah. Extra little bit of like 100 gold off the first blood, and it's gonna set Fiddlesticks clear back a good solid bit. So we'll see what that means as far as jungling is concerned, but that's an extra dagger on the side.
Longsword.
The Jin.
I think in a way it was worth for Jin, but he's gonna lose level 2 on the bot lane because I actually got the wave first.
Oh man, Jeff coming in with the comments, the kill per minute before minute 2. I love it.
Yeah, you didn't hit the alarm. How was I supposed to know?
Dun, dun, dun. We made it.
Yeah, the Kled noise.
Lord Major Admiral of the Noxian Second Legion, as you
Sorry.
were.
Yeah, who's Kled?
Um,
So I think we're just gonna see some trades. I don't think Fiddlesticks can gank that early, and literally as I say that, he's ganking Rev right now, who does have Flash. There's the Reap, so it does connect. Silence though, Black Shield pops down, looking for the Fear, misses the Dark Binding, actually goes back in with the Shuriken Flip. Very interesting. Harvestal, Bountiful Harvest. I thought Rivnen might have been going back in so that Hecarim could come back up, but Hecarim just said, no, I'm just gonna farm. Like, don't die.
mhm. And honestly, that's good on Hecarim right now. He just needs to keep expanding
Thousand
that
Bird
lead.
does not win this. He might need to blow his flash. There's the jousting, but he's just... Oh, he doesn't have flash because this is the level 1. So solo kill by Snizbone actually, just using the jousting and the bear trap on a rope to get the solo kill. Looks like Astral might be in a bit of trouble early, and you should not have the 4th execute shot, but he does not get it. Pizza Rolls gets the kill. 2-0 for Pizza Rolls.
Dang.
Legends never die.
Then Lord Major Admiral of Noxian Second Legion, Forward Artillery, Cavalry Multiplication coming in clutch with that first kill in the top lane, taking advantage of the flashless Urgot.
You're a monster. I just want you to know that.
It's just I will never not address the Lord Major Admiral of Noxian Second Legion, Forward Artillery, Cavalry Multiplication by any name other than that from here on.
You don't want to disrespect him.
I do not want to disrespect him. He has no allies in this world, only rivals.
So yeah, so I just realized that it is a Dark Harvest Morgana mid lane, and Astral and Dark Harvest on Jhin this game.
Wow. Okay. So there's gonna be, if they can scale into the game later on, there'll be a lot of damage coming out on the side of IG. But it's if they can get to that point.
I think their team, there's the devastating charge, but I love the interaction when you have a spell shield because you just kind of fly as Hecarim. I think if it does get to late game, though, I think Imperial Gaming doesn't. I don't think it's like OG, because I do like their team, because Fiddlesticks, while playing around Vision, is really annoying. There's the Disdain, though, but Bear Trap on a rope with the jousting is connecting, so Feathers and Fur is going to get pulled back right now. Using the Purge, doesn't want to lose Scarl, though, so Snizbo is just going to back up. Good trade. You actually might lose it here because there's a little bit of a DOT there, just trying to get the auto. There's one. Got to be careful. There's the shotgun. He's going in forward, but you have to be really careful because this one's going to get Scarl back really soon. There it is. There's the pop back. It always comes a lot quicker than you think, and there's the solo kill.
And honestly, that Lord Major Admirals of the Noxian Second
I'm gonna have to
Legion.
cut you off because IG Steals is here to use the Terrify, get the solo kill onto the Vision Lord. Good gank by Seals, trying to keep his team in this game.
But as I was saying, that interaction with Scarls and that mechanic in the game is one of my favorites. I love. It's annoying as crap to play against, but it is one of my favorite mechanics in the game.
Really, all you need to know about it is if you're hitting a champion as Kled when you're dismounted, Scarl comes back a lot quicker. It takes about 3 autos to get Scarl back.
Yeah.
And oh wow, that was, I'm surprised that Deadly Flourish missed. Flash forward by Astral actually. Here comes the charge coming in, and looks like Jhin goes down just for the sacrifice of the Bard. And you get a Dark Harvest, does get the proc of gets the kill and the Dark Harvest, but looks like it might be just pretend to be a Scarecrow, Seals. He was literally trying to do it. He was just trying to be a ward. That is actually so big brain of him, but there's the devastating charge. Push back, Bountiful Harvest, not going to be enough to sustain. He goes down. That is absolutely hilarious.
He almost got away with it. He was close.
I feel like maybe if he went down, like if he was just chilling in the bush, and then when they waited for the bush, like walk in the bush and like walked away, like down instead. But like I don't know. If you know you're gonna blow flash, I feel like you. I don't know. It's interesting. It's still hilarious. Like Seals with the 10-10 mind games still should be first dragon of the game going over to the side of the Silverbacks. And it is an ocean. We've had Cloud Soul the last 2 games actually, and there's a chance for it this game.
Oh, gotta love it. Oh.
And it's either that or Mountain, and Mountain would be really good on both teams.
Yeah, a Mountain would be good in this game. I think it'd be Definitely more beneficial on the side of the Silverbacks, just because I think IG is going to be relying on a lot of bursty type damage later in the game. So to have that extra MR and armor and the
Careful, Petrol's getting exhausted here. There's the 4-shot at
oh
Chipper. There's the
my,
flash blade caller. Might be enough. Guardian though keeps Astral alive for long enough to get the kill, but I think no. Petrol's did get the kill there. Very good play to make that a 1 for him, because I think if he didn't do that flash blade caller, it would. I think he would just be dead.
yeah, that was a ridiculous amount of damage on that 4th shot.
Holy the crap. Dark Harvest, because last time we went like a more pure AD build, we didn't have time here. There's the Reap, here comes the Terrify. Bountiful Harvest going down for Riven, not at the best spot. Perfect execution, R1 going through, he's going to try to use the disengage. R2 running away. I don't know what the little mark is on him, I'm assuming it might be an Urgot mark. Yeah, saying he's in execute range. Oh, that was very good Dark Binding, and here they come. Just running away, slow, chilling in the bush.
Hanging out, doing his thing.
I'm sad. I was hoping for him to would have died there. Not I was hoping for it, but I'm surprised he didn't.
Well, I don't know what was happening with the Bard, but he was walking into their blue side jungle as the Akali was going into the mid lane.
Well, here comes the Bard to speak of the devil anyway. So there's the Deadly Flourish not connected, so no hard CC coming through. That was a lot. 4th shot, Blade Caller already used, I believe. Pizza still saving the Featherstorm. There is the Disdain into the top lane.
Yo,
doesn't dismount Cled though. That's really important because now he's still annoying.
Pizza rolls with the fancy footwork, dodging all the skill shots that fight.
I'm surprised nobody died.
Yeah.
In all that, there was 3 fights there, and nobody died. But now we're going to continue. Drag's not up for 2.5 minutes. There is a Rift Herald up, so I might expect the teams play towards that. Onslaught of Shadows up for Slowed. Crowstorm up for Seals. I want to see a gank, a play made soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. And just going into just for people paying attention, we are still above 1 kill per minute. We have maintained that margin throughout the entire game. And with that...
That hitbox. Hitbox. It's going back in with the Shuriken Flip. Soul Shackles popped right now. R1 execution, perfect execution going through. And there's the kill on Azure Fire. Hecarim picks it up, 2-0-2.
But yeah, so after that, I was going to say this gold lead wasn't as high as it has been in the other games, but now it's back up to about 2k gold lead, which we have seen in the other games around this time.
Yeah, 2k is not the worst though, because 2k is literally just 1 team fight difference. And what happened was last game, the game where TSB absolutely stomped, it was 2k at 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Looks like Ren just looking for a little bit of a roam. He has the Tempered Fate available. I really want to see a play made for this next Drake, but I think it's getting too close to the timer right now, where it's up in a minute, where if they have to burn things like Flash and Ultimates, they're not going to be able to contest this Drake. And I'm really trying not to cast a Curse him now, because I really don't want to feel going up to top lane. I'm just going to burn my Crowstorm now, because it's so good in the pit. In any pit-based environment, the side of Imperial Gaming has really good objective control with the side with Soul Shackles and the Crowstorm. He's using the Crowstorm right now just to test this. They're popping on flash forward, doesn't get the fear, though Slowed might be in a bit of trouble. Doesn't have a stopwatch, so Seals, but oh, he does have a stopwatch. I was incorrect there. Might be going down. Snizbo not be able to get remounted yet. He's going down. Shut down, going over to the Morgana. Brivnith takes down the Fiddlesticks, and now he's running over, gets a double kill onto the Morgana, and Astral has to back off to the spot lane, but he might not have backed off soon enough. Flash forwards, get calling more Blade Caller, not connecting. Featherstorm not doing the damage. There's the Deadly Flourish. He doesn't have the wave clear, so they have a lot of time to jump with this tower aggro if they want to. Ignite going down. Astral trying to use the Flourish shot, but it's not enough. Pizza Rolls gets the execute with the auto. Bing, bang, boom. Pizza Rolls is back in business.
Man, this bot lane is doing a really good job down there, especially just with that play right now. We see
non-stop action.
coming in.
Yeah, here comes the charge on the Feathers of Purr, but he 3 people. Will dismount fairly quickly. Fear Beyond Death not available right now at the moment. Featherford just getting absolutely popped. There's the Soul Shackles, but as you fired, does have a stopwatch right now. Does pop it. Please kill the horse. Yes, he goes down. Looks like Snismo's going to get Scarl back really soon. Looks like Brivnev is also going down. Good shutdown. Triumph, not enough for forward Feathers and Fur to stay alive. And who's going to want to kill Snismo? He doesn't have Scarl anymore. Curtain Call opening up for an unnecessary reason. This is the first shot. First shot going down. Tormented Soil. Please kill him. Oh my god, he's got fancy footing all over the place. Wow.
Yeah, and that's the Lord Major Admiral of the Noxian 2nd Legion Forward Artillery Cavalry multiplication for you. Just doesn't like to die.
So the way Scarl works, like the Scarl dismount works, is the first time he dismounts, it's very easy for him to remount when he's autoing champions, and that's why probably at first they were like, okay, even if he's popped, he's probably just gonna get the a crap ton of health back, and so they wanted to play it safe. But if he gets dismounted again early, 1 second after, just gets absolutely popped. A lot of damage right there.
Lots of deeps.
So when Snisbone got dismounted the second time, there's actually a cooldown before he can start gaining courage again to remount. And I feel like the side of Imperial Gaming doesn't know that, because they were all just like not going near him for no they were all so terrified of like giving him the courage to bring Scarl back. But it's like it's like a 40-second cooldown, so Scarl can't regain and remount 4 times in a fight.
Yeah. And we did have a question in the chat. What are your thoughts of Morgana Mild without Glacial and Everfrost?
Well, in fact, we're gonna have a fight. Well, she's dead right now, so there's a good answer to the query. And it looks like Seals might be going down. Doesn't have the zone use. He just has a broken stopwatch in his inventory, which is not going to be enough. Rivniv is not on the enemy team, so he's not going to be killing his own teammates. It's interesting. I'm assuming after they picked it as a counter pick for Akali, because they used it as either I can use Black Shield to peel my ADC, and I can sustain through the lane of Akali harassing for 5-point strike, and I can use my Soul Shackles to spot her and her Twilight Shroud, I think was the idea of it. But typically when you saw Morgana bot, you'd see her with Glacial Augments. If they removed the 2 important items from it, it might be a little different. Fear Beyond Death connecting, but does cleanse it. I don't know. I think that just slow, actually. There's the Feather Storm. Trying to get it in, but that is so much damage. He stacked up like 30 feathers. Snizbone's going on a killing spree. Takes out Astral in the bot lane. This game's starting to get slowly out of hand right now.
Yeah. Pizza Rolls can do it all. He can do anything you want him to do on the Rift. The mechanics and the flashes and everything coming out. That was good stuff.
So Morgana mid with Dark Harvest and Leandre's Anguish, I feel like would be fine. I don't even have time to speak to you, but I feel like IG Seals is just going to get his soul ripped out of him by a bear trap on a rope. There's the shotgun to the face. So many shotgun-based characters in this game. I just realized this. But if Morgana has enough time to do like a long team fight, the Torment the Soil with the DOT of Leandre's Anguish and Demonic Embrace will do a lot. But it's a Jhin and a Fiddlesticks with a Hecarim and a Qued on the enemy team. There's not going to be long fights for it to be that useful, so it is mostly ability based. So I kind of agree with whoever said it in the chat. Maybe a Glacial Augment build might have been better for if you're using it for Jessu purposes.
No, yeah, and I definitely would agree with you on that. And my man who brought it up in the chat, just because if you're looking at the team of IG, they are more bursty in nature, and the Leandre's Anguish is a.
There's the Crowstorm coming in. Rivniv actually gets put into the grind. That was a good skill shot connecting right there. Those shouldn't be any more fighting. Dark Seal misses. Dark Binding misses, but the Torment Soul does get the kill. Dark Harvest Proctors with the Azure Fire. Here comes Hecarim though on the side. Deadly Flourish can actually have the best of luck with those this game. Good fight.
Yeah, no, definitely.
They need to go manage their wave though in bot lane. They're losing a lot of gold right now from minions just dying. And it's not like, yeah, you get mid tower, but you split all the XP and the gold amongst 5 people.
Yeah, agreed. But yeah, going back to the question, I definitely think and agree that um, glacial
There's the
augment.
onslaught of shadows. Slow's going, just disengaging after he slits this bone. Dismounted already. Doesn't want to do too much. Was that a Hextech Proto Belt? Yes, it was by Seals, and he's, I think, in Ignite, Dark Harvest took the kill onto the Hecarim. I believe that is a Proto Belt. Proto Belt still exists.
Ah, very nice.
They removed it, but they added an item that does the exact same thing.
Hextech Rocket Belt.
Yeah. Don't know where they got that name from. So, don't know what it
derivative.
Yeah. Just remember, Leandri's Torment doesn't.
Very different from Leandri's Anguish.
Yes. Could not be the exact same thing.
Absolutely not.
That's the part that bugs me the most about the postseason, the fact that they just didn't. Because it's like, you could have just called it Leandri's Torment and just made it a mythic item. But they had to go, we're removing Leandri's Torment. Ooh. So, two good fights by the side of Imperial Gaming, actually, just fairly recently. Takes the gold lead down to about 5k. And we're starting to see the annoyance of a Fiddlesticks now. And, like, they have the team fight. If they play around Vision, they're able to have a lot of impact on specific team fights. There's a drag up in 16 seconds. Crowstorm is back up. All the ultimates are available. TP's on all laners right now, besides Morgana, but she's just going to be there. It's going to be really interesting. And you have Kled, and Kled can pretty much play anywhere on the map because of his long-range ultimate engage.
Yeah. All right, guys. I see you in the chat. Can I get a sniz or snizbone?
Snizbone's going in already.
Yeah, can I get a snizbone spam in the chat?
Snizbone just absolutely pops two people on the side. There's the Fear Beyond Death. It's actually going to fear Snizbone. He might be going down there. Dane taking out Snizbone. Can't flash away from the autos. Thought we learned that lesson last game. Here comes Vrivnev going with perfect execution for the Conqueror's healing up so much right now, but it's not going to be enough. Here's just Jin left versus a horse and an assassin. And I don't think he wins it since he's 3 levels down on both of them. So man. Yes, are we sending Snizbone in the chat?
We got some snizzies definitely going.
Man, Swote is just ignoring the towers right now. Enough, yes it is, and the tower should take him out. Deadly Furnish would have got the execute as well, but it did not go through as Jin died. Whew.
Wow, that was an eventful little bit right there.
No one did drag. Oh wait, did someone do drag?
No, it's still up. Lord Major Admiral of the Noxian, 2nd Legion Forward Artillery, Cavalry Multiplication is on it right now.
I'm never casting with you again. That doesn't quite in the game. Luckily, Kled isn't like the most meta champion in the game.
You say this now.
Yeah, like I mean, it's a new season. There hasn't been any competitive play, so people don't have much to actually go off of, and so it is pretty much up to your own. You get to paint your own meta.
Yeah, honestly.
Besides tanks are meta. You don't get to paint that.
That's been
Here goes Fiddlesticks, Crowstorm into 3 people, but it's going to be tough. He does the first damage. Polymorph right away. Does he have a stopwatch? No, he does not. Very questionable choice of going in on that then without the stopwatch. He really needs to get one. I really want him to finish his Zhonya's Hourglass, but it looks like Infer might just be popped next too. Disdain not picking up shield. Now Rin's not in the best spot. You don't want to play around this Lunoro Corridor with all these feathers coming through. Good stopwatch. Oh. Very good Tempered Fate. Pizza Rolls might not be in the best spot. Cleanses. He cleansed one of the things, but he didn't cleanse the binding. It was a really weird interaction. But good stuff by the side of Imperial Gaming. Pizza Roll's a little unlucky with how the feathers played. Because he would have absolutely annihilated like all 3 people, but it was on a wonky angle, so it didn't come in properly.
Yeah, that was just great layering by IG right there.
Yeah, and I'm really happy that they timed the it wasn't a Zhonya's, it was a Tempered Fate, but it's a stasis effect, so it has the exact same time. They timed the Dark Binding perfectly. And it's something that's really hard to time, and I don't care if it was an accident or not. Bravo to Azure Fire for doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah, the timing or the time that Tempered Fate lasts is something that is just a weird like rhythm, and even like pros have a hard time timing that in the middle of a fight. So like To
and
get it's still good.
And the easiest way to do it, in my opinion, is there's a visual cue of there's like gold particles around the character. But in a team fight, that's really messy. It's really hard to see those gold particles. Here comes Nesbone going in with the charge. He's not going to find anybody, but here comes a Crowstorm coming in right now on the backline. Azumar gets absolutely popped. Looks like Seal's going to get popped too. Curtain Call, that's not the show that you want to be a part of, as he just gets run over by a giant horse. There's Rivnev going in with the perfect execution R1. Still has it. He's going to chase it. Oh my goodness.
My God.
That was so much damage coming up from Rivnev right there. I don't think they have the wave to end, but they're definitely getting a lot off it. They're going to maybe look for it. It's just a Bard up right now who has Tempered Fate, so he can stall. Misses both towers, as somebody is going for there. I would have more of just preferred ulting the minion wave, but they can end. It's stalled long enough. Oh wow, Pizza Roll's going and has to flash backwards. Actually, there's the Reese, there's the Fear.
Come on, Lord Major Admiral, get out of there.
Deadly Force not connecting. Snowsbone getting the speed up from the Lulu and should be able to escape, disengage, reset, go to Baron, end the game. Boom, game plan laid out. There's the Deadly Force. Looks like Rivnev's not saying, I'm not done with this fight. There is the Shuriken flip. Not connecting. Seal's Bountiful Harvest actually might kill slowed here. There's the meat grinder. Here comes the Fear. Rivnev in a stasis mode though, so he does not get feared. Pop down, 2 kills going over to the Urgot. There's the Featherstorm. Where's the Blade Caller? Dark Soul, not Dark Binding, not Confinement. There's the Cosmic Binding.
I guess his Blade Caller was on cooldown.
Yeah, it has a long cooldown. You can only basically use it once in a fight, so maybe if you used it at the start or maybe to clear wave.
Yeah.
They can't, like, they should go Baron, but they can't go Baron. Like, they can, but they can't. Because
no. Yeah, I was about to say, the Lord Major Admiral of the Noxian 2nd Legion Forward Artillery Cavalry Multiplication is on his way. There's no way that he'll take all 5 of them on.
No, he will. That's in part of the Flood Zoid too. He just doesn't fear. You can't be scaredy cat when you're playing Cal. Just gotta go. Cled, go Snizbone. Get in there. What are you doing? You have ult. Go. He has a bounty. It's probably why he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So about 1,000 gold just goes over with the Baron take over to the side of Imperial Gaming. Gold loot is about 5,000 right now. However, drags up in 50 seconds. It is the whole point for the side of who is it? The Silverbacks, and all ultimates available besides the Featherstorm, but it will be up for the Dragon most likely. Silverback just getting vision right now, and if they were hard to kill, they're going to be hard to kill now. If they get this Mountain Soul.
For those of you keeping track, we have now reached 2 kills a minute.
Woo!
So can I get a 2 kill spam in the chat?
We need someone to make us emotes where it's just like they're just chilling in the bush. They're just playing the vision game. But I think they don't. I think Feathers and Fur doesn't give a crap about the drag because he doesn't have TP and he's just chilling on the top side. Here comes the charge. Jin, rip, Jin, flash. It does. You can't out flash. It connects you every time. Astral's down. Onslaught of Shadows on the Ren. He's going down too. Very quick. Yeah, I don't know. I think the side of Imperial Gaming, we're just going, we'll just give them the soul, and then we'll push out lanes to make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like they're not going to be able to do that. Here it comes. There's going to be the Mountain Soul. They're going to get a big, spicy shield now. Even harder to kill. You thought Cled was disgusting before? Well, put a 300 health shield on him, and now it's going to be even harder. And he's a bit more tanky, too. Really tanky guy this game.
A really tanky Lord Major Admiral of Noxian 2nd Legion Forward Artillery Cavalry Multiplication.
Yes. I'm not going to say it, mostly because I don't know it. And also, it's too much. I realized that the Zaya skin, her feathers look like shurikens, and that's kind of messing with my... They look really weird. Okay, so Baron's up. So right now, Imperial Gaming has no reason to go anywhere. Literally just clear your own waves, because there's no point in face checking anything. Nothing's up.
I really need Snizbone to get a double kill at some point in this game.
Pourquoi?
I have a quote that I must repeat from the chat, and it is only relevant if he's able to get to a double kill.
Like if he gets a double kill or 13 kills, like
it gets a double kill.
Okay, so it can happen at any point still.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. At any point in the game, if he gets a double kill, I'm ready. Just
Okay.
go.
I forgot that the side of Imperial Gaming got the Baron, so that's probably why the Silverbacks aren't really trying to push out much because
Mhm.
the Baron power play just might be a little bit too much. Here's the curtain call. I think they saw a Kali on the side.
Snizbone, you're in the middle of a game.
Are you?
What are you doing?
What was he doing?
He just commented in chat. The cavalry multiplication himself.
Okay, looks like Seals might be not in the best of spots. Has the Crow Storm, but he's not in a safe zone right now. Charge used by Snizbone. Doesn't get the kill. They're TPing in. He might be TP. He might be in the chat. He might be over right now as they're trying to end the game. TP coming in from Snizbone. You might not get your double kill like you said. There's the perfect execution. Church and flip next. Wow, that's a spicy meatball of a play right there by Rivnev. Uses his zones hourglass. There's one kill for
Does he have it? Get it!
Is he going to be able to do it? Dismounted on Snizbone. Here he comes. They're chasing into the fountain, but Snizbone, here he comes. This is your chance, Snizbone. He didn't get it.
Dang
Kill goes
it.
over the pizza rolls.
Come on, pizza rolls.
Can't steal from pizza rolls. Pizza rolls is the head of the table. He takes what he wants.
Oh, we still have a chance.
That's
2 kills, 1 Snizbone right there.
That really is. The game's ending. And, oh, there you go.
There, 2 kills, 1 Snizbone.
There you go. Okay. And that will be game number 3. Series going over to the side of the Silverbacks. Week 8 finished. Very good series. We haven't had a game 3 in a while. What a game. Great game played by both teams. Your joke really ruined my mood on
Hey, it was funny. I had to call it out for the chat.
I know. It just caught me off guard.
I hyped it up a lot.
They're ending the game. They're ending the game and you shooting a pun.
Yeah, of course.
So end of the series, 2-1 for the Silverbacks. Imperial Gaming get their first game win, and wow, just GG's all around. I don't have anything left to say. We'll be back. I think we're back on Thursday for one of our last games. We might be wrong, but if not, we'll be starting playoffs on December 3rd, I believe. Please stay tuned to our Twitter and social media accounts if you want to stay aware of any of those. I've been Bryce Cream, your play-by-play caster, joined by me as Adagio. If you have anything to say, Adagio, please say it now.
All right. No, it's been a great 3 games. Love the chat interaction. It was a fun time. Everyone have a great night. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you when we're back again.